Hello, everybody. Puck drop is going to be a little later than 6:20. Um, I believe Framingham State probably gets some traffic, so they're just getting ready now. Warm-ups will begin in about 10 minutes or so, and then puck drop will be soon after. So thank you, everybody. Stay tuned. Good evening, everybody. If you are just tuning in, a little bit of a late start tonight. Puck drop should probably be in about 15 minutes or so. So feel free to stay tuned. We got the camera on for warm-ups. We're going to read Zamboni the ice, and then puck drop should be shortly after. So feel free to stay tuned, and we'll be ready for you in about 10 or 15 or so. Yeah, we have an exciting matchup coming up for you. Warm-ups just about done. Thanks, all. It appears that we are just going to go right into the game here. They are not going to re-Zamboni the ice. So So we'll cut you right in for the lineup.
Welcome everyone to tonight's match, the Framingham State Rams versus the UMass Minutewomen. First, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday to Coach Wright. And now, the starting lineup for the Framingham State Rams. Starting on defense, number 10, Ruby Boucher. On defense, number 20, Lily Wilson. At forward, number 27, Molly Murphy. At center, number 19, Sarah Lewis. At forward, number 9, Alexis Brown. And in goal, number 32, Lila Shalhoub. And now the starting lineup for the UMass Minutewomen. Starting on defense, number 4, Lila Rose. On defense, number 27, Shelby Little. At forward, number 20, Anna Bravo. At center, number 18, Ivory Harwood. At forward, number 22, Kennedy Pearson. And in goal, number 50, Sarah Matthews. Now I ask you to please rise and put your hats on the flag of the national anthem.
Just throw it on there. It is exhibition night here at Mini Mullins as the UMass Minutewomen face off against the Framingham State Rams. Good evening, everybody. From Mini Mullins, my name is Noah Glickman.
My name is Neary.
Thank you all so much for joining in tonight. As we are just about to get started here, apologize for a little bit of a delay here tonight. I think there might have been a couple logistical things, but nonetheless, we're here for some exhibition hockey. Starting in net for UMass will be Sarah Matthews, and for Framingham State, it is Lila Shamoon.
Very excited about
First line out for the Minutewomen. It is Ivory Harwood taking the face-off here for UMass. On her left will be Hannah Brownfell, and on her right will be Kennedy Pearson in that field here for Mini Mullins. As face-off is won by Framingham State. It is Lily Wilson chasing after the puck here in the offensive zone for UMass. Taking it away now are the Rams, and here they come. The Sarah Lewis, the quick Sarah Lewis going forward on here. Now the point was Lily Wilson was going on it. It's intercepted by Bronco in the neutral zone. Lily Wilson looking for an opening to send it down, all the way down, and hit for no ice, and Riley Evans will chase after it. Evans' pass off the board was to Abby Dunn, who will send it down for Alyssa Tonsek of the Rams. Take it away. Good poke there by Maya Shapiro to keep it in the UMass offensive zone.
Shapiro looking it out front. No, there's rebound by Riley Evans. Was sent down and blocked in front. So Briskovich giving it to Lily Sparrow, who sends it down for Maya Shapiro. In the corner now is Risotto. The right corner now, UMass looking to get an offensive possession here. Glickman Johnson sending it into the neutral zone. It was intercepted by Hope Briskovich, who will try to send it down. And it's saved by Shamoon. Rebound picked up by Briskovich. Briskovich looking to send it in front. She couldn't. And it's picked up by Alvin Carlson in the neutral zone. From the Rams now, it's Ruby Boucher. And the down behind Sarah Matthews. UMass with a couple good rushes here so far. Here comes Julia Williams. Williams tried to send it over to Alvin Carlson. She couldn't get there. And here comes Framingham State. In Kansas, giving the puck away to Sarah Dunford. Here comes Sarah Dunford. Had a bit of an opening there, couldn't get the shot through in traffic. And now here comes Kansas. Knocking it. Oh, the shot just blocked. The Rams with a couple chances here. As we play on. 17-11 here in the first. Been a quick 2 minutes, 50 seconds so far. Face off will be in the UMass zone. They have a tie up there, and it's 1 5-minute limit. Abby Malford with some speed, sending it down. No, as he tried to get her own rebound. And it's given away to Lily Wilson. In front of the Framingham State bench here now. Here comes Kelsey Partridge with the shot, and it's just saved by Shamoon. Rebound here by Shane McDonald on the left side. That's given away to Belair. Shane McDonald picking up the puck in the left corner, giving it to the point of Malford. Back to McDonald. Good pressure there by the Rams defense. Trying to send it down. UMass is keeping their offensive drive. Inside now, another board battle here between UMass and the Rams. Picked up here by McDonald, giving it away to Shelby Little. Shelby Little with the shot, and it's just deflected out front. Rebound there by Brooke Borges. Borges looking to fight off Ella Conway of the Framingham State Rams. Picked up here by the minute limit, and Gianna Bonfiglio tries to get it out front. But taken away by the Rams to Brooke Borges. Bonfiglio who takes a big hit. And stop. It's going to be a penalty on the Rams. It was number 20, Lily Wilson, taking the penalty, and UMass moving on the power play. Face off one here by UMass. Riley Evans to Shelby Little, who's trying to send it down to Kennedy Pearson. Pearson will give it back to Little at the point. Sending it over now to Kronko. The shot saved by Shamoon. Sending it out now to the Rams. They'll look to regroup. And then here's on the left side. Give it away to a Ram, and it's picked up by Shelby Little. Little with speed. Dropping it to Gromko. Gromko in the right corner. Looking for an opening. So give it down to Pearson, back to Gromko, and shot. And just blocked in front. Rebound by Sparrow. Sparrow in the right corner. Giving it to Gromko. Gromko will look to keep possession. Should give it over to Sparrow. To Evans. Back to Sparrow at the right dot and shot and save. They will stop play. Not entirely sure why. Must have been played with a high kick, and the faceoff will be in the neutral zone, and it'll be won by Ivory Yardley. Sent into the neutral zone now, or excuse me, to the offensive zone is Joanna Zoo. Giving it to Lila Roach. Back to Zoo. Back to Roach at the point. Looking for an opening, and she'll give it away to her. Send it up ice, and she goes to Ivory Arguin. She's speed on the left side. Arguin tried to pass it back to Maya Shapiro. Couldn't get the pass, but John Azul picked it through. Rebound. Down at the point, John. Sends it down, and it's saved by Shamoon. Over to Sue in the left corner. Picked up by Around. Molly Murphy. Murphy getting it to Red for all flash, and they just called it a leave off. 3 seconds remaining here on the power play for UMass, as there's 13:32 remaining here in the period of UMass with some really good offensive zone chances. Okay, McDonald taking the face off for UMass here. Shots are 5-0 in favor of the Minutemen. I believe Framingham State took a penalty somewhere. It will be 5-on-3 for the next 3 seconds for the Minutewomen. They're looking to set up the scoreboard here with correct penalties. Molly Murphy with a 2-minute minor for Framingham State. As the puck is dropped, it's won by the Minutewomen. This shot. This Kelsey Partridge, and it was saved by Shamoon. Partridge on the left side, giving it to the point to Viskovich. Viskovich down, and it was just blocked in front. Rebound picked up here by Shea McDonald. To the point, back to Viskovich with a good pass over to Kelsey Partridge, who couldn't get the pass. Big crowd here tonight for the Minutewomen. Behind Shamoon. Picking it up is Kelsey Partridge. Partridge looking to send it out to the point to give it to Viskovich. And her shot is blocked. And now here come the Rams. Shelby Little intercepts her pass. Shelby Little now in the right corner. Giving it up to the point to Valerna. Giving it back to Little. UMass with a really good back check here so far tonight. Little sent it out front, and no one was there. Valerna on the right side, giving it to Gromko, back to Valerna. Looking for an opening. Shelby Little on the left side was there to retrieve it. And the Rams will send it back to the neutral zone with 33 seconds remaining here on the power play. Last couple games, UMass struggling to get something going on the power play. They've had some chances, and they've had good offensive zone possessions, but they couldn't get a goal down. Here's Lily Sparrow on the left side, giving it to the point to Shelby Little. Little giving it over to Riley Evans, who shoots and it's blocked in front. Rebound by Little, sending it down to Kennedy Pearson, whose stick was lifted, but they'll keep it in. It's Gromko trying to send it out front. And it'll be held on by Shamoon. For everybody watching, this is an exhibition game. This is Framingham State's E3 varsity team facing off against the Minutewomen tonight. Face off won by the Rams. Can't get it out of their own zone there. Could have been a hand pass, and face off will be back in the Framingham State zone. Won by the Minutewomen. Block in front. Picked up by Malquit. Malquit with a good possession here, giving it over to Lily Sparrow. Right side now, Lily Sparrow. Battling around. Framingham State doing a good job of keeping it against the boards to waste time. And it's sent out to the neutral zone for Malquit. Drops her 7-0 in favor of the Minutewomen. Long pass here to Abby Dunn. She's got room as she'll shoot it. And it's saved by Shamoon. Dunn behind Shamoon now, giving it to Carlstein, whose hands on the pass. Johnson trying to keep it in. And it's six. And a penalty upcoming here for the Minutewomen. Will be Shelby Little. So Shelby Little will be heading to the bench here for the Minutewomen. And it'll be a 2-minute penalty kill for UMass. Face off one. I don't answer it. I'm keeping in their zone. By Sarah Matthews. Face off one by the Rams, and UMass will send it all the way down. So much chocolate wide. Brooke Board was taking it himself into the offensive zone. That stick was left in short hand of the Rams made up an opportunity there. And on the right side, no one in the offensive zone behind the edge of the point. With the shot from the point, sends it all the way down, and Framingham State will take a 1-0 lead here with 8:51 in the first.
UMass down low, shot on net, scooped up by the goalie Shamoon. UMass looking to get one back here after facing the 1-0 deficit. They put out their first line of Murphy, Lewis, and Brown. Actually, I take that back. I believe there's been a sub out there, but I take that back. It's Gromko, Arguin, and Pearson. Shot from the point here for the Minute Women. Rams recover. UMass trying to hold the line there, ref with his hand in the air. That will be a penalty on the Minute Women. High sticking. That is number 15, Abby Malquit, the freshman defenseman.
As she'll take a 2-minute penalty here, and UMass will head back to the penalty kill. Hi, everyone. We apologize for our audio issues. I set up the audio to go to the headsets, and it was on my MacBook the entire time. So I do apologize for that, as we are back here with 8:21 remaining here in the first period. Framingham State with a power play here. To the point, it's Tonsik with the shot. Matthews with a save, rebound in front, couldn't get it. Now here come the Rams. It's Tansik sending it around to her sister, Amy Tansik.
Yeah, Framingham with 2 sets of twins on their roster. Not sure I've ever seen that before.
Now here's Amy Tansik sending it down, and it'll be called an icing. Again, we apologize for the audio issues. I had the audio on my MacBook. So that's why y'all couldn't hear me.
They couldn't hear anything the whole time?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, if not, brief recap here. Rams lead 1-0. They had a power play goal. UMass finds themselves on the penalty kill once again. Didn't work out too great the first time, but they've already killed the first 30 seconds. Now down low as the Rams look to advance with the man advantage.
Now here comes Ruby Boucher quickly entering the zone. Nice zone entry there by Boucher. She's looking to send it out to the point, and she will, to Rosado. Rosado trying to send it to Tansik, Alyssa Tansik, and UMass will send it down with 1 minute remaining here on their power play.
UMass using their speed to their advantage. They've been doing it all game. Beats the defender to her own puck.
Adriana Rosado now looking to send it down, and here's Amy Tansik who will give it away to the Minute Women, and she'll quickly pick up her own rebound, fighting off Riley Evans in the left corner and giving it to Ella Conway. Conway back to Amy Tansik, sending it out front, and it was blocked in front, but Framingham State will keep it in their offensive zone. On the right side now are the Rams, sending it to Boucher at the point, will send it down, blocked in front. Rebound here by the Minute Women. Julia Williams will look to send it out. She does, and it will be called an offside.
That's the worst as a defenseman there. Trying to keep the puck in the zone. Goes just an inch or two over the line. And then you just throw it back anyway, hoping the ref doesn't see it, but they catch it every time.
.644 left here in the first. Face-off won by the Minute Women. Abby Dunn looks to send it down, and she will with 15 remaining on UMass's penalty kill. It'll be picked up by Framingham State. It's Amy Tansik giving it away to Abby Dunn, who will once again wrap it around. 3, 2, 1, and it's even strength here at Minnie Mullins. Keeping it in the zone now on the left side was Alden Carlstein, who'll give it to Kelsey Partridge, who has some room. Partridge with the shot, and it's just wide.
Saw the idea there, tried to crash towards the net and put it high, couldn't quite get it off.
Now here's Alden Carlstein to the right of Shamoon, trying to send it out front. Partridge with the shot, and it'll be picked up and held by Lila Shamoon.
Well, like we've been saying, there is huge opportunities for rebounds down low. The Minute Women need to keep putting shots on net. We've seen it all game. They're bound to bury one soon here.
5:57 left here in the first. Shots are 11-3 in favor of the Minute Women, as Shea McDonald will take the face-off, and we'll lose it to the Rams. Shelby Little tried to keep it in, and now it's a 2-on-1 for Framingham State with Sarah Lewis entering the zone, and the puck just went behind the blue line for an offside.
Rams found themselves in a classic position there. You work that in practice all the time. 2-on-1 with a back checker. What are you going to do? Rams make a move at the blue line. It doesn't work out for them.
Framingham State winning the faceoff. It's Shelby Little trying to send it down, and she'll give it to Shea McDonald. Wrap it around. Kelsey Partridge looking to send it down to Balerna, and it's intercepted by Molly Murphy. Now here comes Framingham State. It was Sarah Lewis with another good zone entry. She'll get blocked. Her pass will get blocked. Now here's Balerna with the shot, and it's gloved by Shamoon.
UMass has been doing one thing right today. It's the breakouts out of their own defensive zone. The forwards and defensemen are definitely on the same page here. You can see the communication is great. And a lot of these center and feeds, chip outs, they've definitely been on the same page, and it's leading to some great offensive zone rushes.
And I think that's something that the Minute Women have kind of struggled with a little bit these past couple weeks, was the breakouts from their defensive zone. As Ivory Arguin will send it, and it will be blocked by Shamoon. And now here come the Rams.
Once again, 2-on-1.
Rosado with the shot, and it's saved by Sarah Matthews. Riley Evans now in the left corner, trying to send it out. She will. Adriana Rosado chasing after it, and Gromko with some speed will beat out the icing. Gromko sending it in front to Kennedy Pearson. Stick was lifted, rebound, and saved by Lila Shamoon.
That was a prayer there for Kennedy Pearson. She had the shot right at the top of the slot and had her stick lifted, but still was able to get enough on it where it got towards the goalie, but it was scooped up by Shamoon.
4:42 remaining here in the first. As the faceoff is won by Lily Sparrow to Hope Viskovitz at the point, who will give it away to Framingham State. It was Amy Tansig with a bit of a breakaway there, as she'll retrieve it on the right side. Tansig tried to drop it down. It was blocked by a Minute Women. It'll be picked up now by Boucher. Boucher giving it away to Riley Borgen, whose shot at the point was just blocked in front. Now it's picked up here by UMass. Abby Dunn tried to click it through as she couldn't. Riley Borgen now giving it away to Avery Wolf with a good zone possession, and it's called offside.
Rams need to stop hesitating at the blue line. Enter with speed. They have the numbers advantage here. That's the third offsides call we've seen so far, just because of the hesitation, trying to make a move at the blue line.
Not the best zone entries here for the Rams, as the faceoff is won by UMass and then given quickly away to the Rams. Picked up in the neutral zone, Abby Malquit fighting off Amy Tansik, as it was almost a delayed offside there.
Both teams playing with a little edge.
Tansik with the shot, and it was just to the right of Sarah Matthews. Picked up now by Joanna Zhu. She's got speed. It's a 1-on-3. Joanna Zhu with a beautiful zone entry, and it was saved by Shamoon. Wow, what speed by Joanna Zhu. On the right side now, it's Julia Williams with the shot. Almost caught Shamoon off guard, and she just got the blocker on it. Now here comes Framingham State. It's Sophie Breen giving it away to Alden Carlstein in the neutral zone. Sophie Breen babbles on the puck. And Bonfilio was chasing after it. Wrapped around to Rose Breen, another set of twins here on the Rams. We batted down in the neutral zone, picked up by Bonfilio. Bonfilio had her first collegiate goal last weekend, as she'll get a shot down on net. Now here comes a 2-on-1 here for the Rams. It's Sarah Lewis with speed, and she'll just get her shot blocked in front by Shelby Little.
That's the third 2-on-1 the Rams have had so far.
Icing waved off as Brooke Borges had some speed on that puck. A lot of action in the UMass offensive zone here. 17 saves for Lila Shamoon. Here comes Shelby Little. Little almost offside, couldn't get it. and it was just shot down and blocked by Shea McDonald. Now at the point is Lila Roach. Roach giving it away to McDonald on the right corner. McDonald and Balerna fighting it off with 1:45 remaining here in the first period. UMass desperately wanting to head into this first intermission tied. Kelsey Partridge with some good defensive pressure there. It'll be sent to Shea McDonald, and it was blocked and saved by Lila Shamoon. Boy, she's looked excellent tonight. 18 saves for her so far tonight. Lila Roach looking to send it all the way down. She'll send it to Shea McDonald, who tips it, but it'll be called an icing.
That was close there, and I mentioned it earlier in the minute women finding themselves in these 2-on-1s. When you have odd man rushes this often, it comes from defensemen crashing too early and getting caught. And when the Rams are heading the other way, then the UMass becomes a bum rush trying to get back and break up the play.
1:13 left here in the first. The Rams will win the faceoff, but send it into the neutral zone because nobody can get a handle of it. Molly Murphy on the left side chasing after it, but it's picked up by Lila Roach. Now here comes UMass. It's Shelby Little. Shelby Little with really good speed almost got it past two Rams. Shelby Little always has such a wonderful presence on the ice as it's picked up by Hannah Gromko. Gromko tried to get the shot, and it was blocked by Rosado. Kennedy Pearson now to the left of Shamoon. Fighting it off on the right here. Kennedy Pearson doing a good job getting a handle on that puck, trying to get the shot down. She could, a little bit of bobbles out in front, but it's kept out. Neutral zone, 13 seconds remaining here in the first period. UMass will look to get one last forecheck going here. It's Ivory Arglin with 4. Looking to get the shot down, she will, but it'll be blocked by Shamoon. She'll hold on to it, but time will expire.
Saw some great play out of Shelby Little, as you said there. The one-man breakout machine, the senior captain. Couldn't find a pass there, so just took it on her own and had some lateral movement through the neutral zone there to give them one last rush. Obviously didn't work out for the Minute Women there.
So that is the end of period 1 here at Minnie Mullins Center. Score is 1-0 in favor of the Framingham State Rams, but shots are 19-4 in favor of the Minute Women here, Ken.
Yeah, and I've been saying it all night. Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. I'm sure the coach is going to drill it to them in between the first and second here. You got to capitalize on some of that. That's where those gritty goals are going to come from.
So we will have about a 15-minute intermission here. We'll bring it back to you in about 14 minutes. You are listening to Noah Glickman
and Kim Neary
here on 91.1 WMUA's YouTube, the home fort for Minutemen Sports. We are back here for the second period as the Minute Women are just about to take the ice. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Noah Glickman alongside Cam Neary here. And Cam, a really action-packed first period. Shots are 19-4 in favor of UMass. But Framingham State's up 1-0 here on the Minute Women. What have you seen so far from UMass in the first period?
The numbers speak for themselves, right? You brought up all the numbers I wanted to touch on. 1-0 Rams, but shots 19-4 in favor of the Minute Women. We've seen it all game, right? Minute Women get a shot on net, juicy rebound, can't put it home. The goalie, obviously, from the Framingham State Rams, Lila Shamoon, standing on her head so far. First 20 minutes down, UMass hasn't been able to find the back of the net. They have had some, I believe, 2 power plays, so hopefully improving on that. But their offensive work is incredible. Their breakouts out of their own zone, there's no notes there. As long as they can keep rolling and bury one down low, that's where they're going to find the advantage.
We're just about to get underway here in the second period as the faceoff will be taken by the first line for the Minute Women as Ivory Arguin at the dot as she will win the faceoff, and Shelby Little with a quick burst of speed here to get the second period underway. Little tried to send it out front and it was saved by Shamoon. Good rebound by Lila Roach to keep it in the Framingham State zone. The Rams will pick it up with quick speed here is Sarah Lewis. Sarah Lewis with a good zone entry, and it's picked up at the point by Lily Wilson, and it was held and saved by Sarah Matthews.
Well, similar to the beginning of the first period as UMass had an offensive rush, and then Framingham, after they stifle it with a rush of their own, trading back and forth here in this play. One team needs to gain control.
Second line out here for the Minute Women. Faceoff is won by Lily Sparrow. It was Maya Shapiro who got the faceoff, and here she comes through the neutral zone with quick speed. Good zone entry again here for the Minute Women as she drops it to Abby Dunn, and she gets it on net for Lila Shamoon's 21st save of the evening. On the right now, it's Alexis Brown sending it in front. Sarah Matthews will just tip it away. Brown now dropping it in front. Couldn't get anybody there as she'll pick up her own rebound. To the point now to Wilson. Wilson sending it down and just wide of Sarah Matthews. Excuse me, that's Wilson on the right side here. Good board battle. We'll send it down, and Minute Women will gain possession. It's Maya Shapiro on the right side now, looking to get a forecheck going. Maya Shapiro picking it up, giving it to Lily Sparrow. We'll dump it down for a Minute Women line change. Good stick lift by Joanna Zhu to keep it in the neutral zone. Good moves here by Riley Borgen. Borgen looking for an opening at the point.
Borgen on a world tour there, intercepted, and it's a 2-on-0 heading the other way.
Here comes Julia Williams. Williams sending it over to Joanna Zhu. Shot saved. Rebound in front. They score! Couple bobbles there in front of the net. Julia Williams picks it up and sends it home. Her first goal of the season, and it is a tie game here at Minnie Mullins.
They don't ask you how, they ask you how many as UMass ties it up there. It wasn't a pretty one, but the 2-on-0, you got to bury that at some point. Minute Women do their job and tie the game here.
Good early goal here for the Minute Women with 18:01 remaining here in the second. Keeping the puck there for Julia Williams as she ties this game here. Face off won by the Minute Women. As it's Joanna Zhu on the left side, sending it down. Good shot by Zhu, and it was saved by Shamoon. Zhu picked up her own rebound. As Aram was slow to get up, Joanna Zhu sending it back out in front. Caught Shamoon a little bit off guard as the Minute Women have some energy here in their offensive zone. Good pressure to keep it in by Joanna Zhu. She had to move there. Nice. It's picked up. They score! Joanna Zhu picks up the rebound in front of Lila Shamoon. And just like that, in 30 seconds, it is 2-1 Minute Women.
Zoo earned that one there. You saw the toe drag at the dot, gets the shot on and gets her own rebound. That was a perfect play from Joanna Zoo. Get the shot on net, chase it, and bury it. Like I said, those rebounds are going to be coming all night.
The 26th shot on goal here for UMass brings them their second goal of the night. Caught Lila Shamoon a bit off her feet, as both goals will bury it home and give UMass the lead. Kelsey Partridge now chasing after that puck, trying to keep it in the Minute Women offensive zone. Keeping it at the point now is Lila Roach trying to send it over to Little. She couldn't. Rams looking to get a good forecheck going here and then give it away to Kelsey Partridge, but they'll pick it back up and send it into the neutral zone. Amy Tancic with some speed, got possession, but had no help in the offensive zone for the Rams. Picked up by Kelsey Partridge with a long pass to Shea McDonald, who couldn't keep it. Now in the neutral zone, or excuse me, in the UMass zone, it's the Rams looking to get a forecheck going. Lila Roach on the right side trying to send it out. She'll send it out to Bonfilio with some good speed here. Bonfilio will pass it over to Ava Krausen. On the right side now, here come the Rams. Good deflection there by Ivory Arguin. As the shot will get down on net, but it'll be held by Sarah Matthews.
Well, nobody's perfect, but these UMass defensemen have been as close to perfect as physically possible, doing all their jobs correctly. They're winning puck battles, winning races, clearing out the front of the net, facilitating the offensive rush. They've been on top of their game today.
Face-off won by Arguin, and it's sent out to the neutral zone where Kennedy Pearson will try to chase after it, but the Rams will keep possession. It's Molly Murphy with the shot, and it was saved by Sarah Matthews. Now here come the Minute Women. It's Hannah Gromko. Gromko looking for a board pass to Kennedy Pearson, who didn't see it, and will be picked up by Lily Wilson of the Rams. Lily Wilson with a long pass. It'll be picked up and bobbled by Hope Viskovitz. Now here come the Rams on the right side. It's Sarah Lewis trying to send it down, and it's intercepted by Kennedy Pearson. Now 1-on-2 for Gromko as she just gets her puck poked away. Now here comes Molly Murphy. Murphy dropping it to Alexis Brown, and it's gloved and saved by Sarah Matthews.
Brown looking to go top shelf on Matthews there, but swallows that one up. That was a great reaction time on Matthews again.
14:43 remaining here in the second period. Shots are 26-9 in favor of the Minute Women. Face-off is won by UMass, and it's sent off the glass and into the neutral zone. Rosado sending it back down into the UMass zone, and it's picked up by Abby Malquit. Shapiro tried for the drop pass. She couldn't get it, and Rosado will pick it back up. Sending it down to Sarah Matthews, who will slap it back out to Abby Malquit. Lily Sparrow with some speed against Rosado. Good battle there on the right side, and it's picked up by Maya Shapiro. Tried to send it out to the point to Sarah Dunford. Couldn't get a hold of the pass. Kept in the Framingham State zone now is Lily Sparrow. Right corner, Abby Dunn tried to block the pass around the boards. Malquit now with a board pass. Rosado will intercept it. And a long shot there for Sarah Matthews to save. Sent out front now is the Rams. And it was Cernacek who couldn't get a hold of it. Now here comes Joanna Zhu with speed. Zhu fighting off a Ram defender as she gets it. And what a move by Joanna Zhu around Lila Shamoon to give UMass a 3-1 lead here with 13:15 remaining in the second.
That's 2 in a row for Zhu there as well. That's her second goal, and this time with a beautiful move. Had the goalie dead to right, stops hard, doubles back, and just buries that one.
And I think on that forecheck, it was a 1-on-2.
I believe so as well. The speed, definitely a huge factor in this game.
Joanna Zhu having an amazing game here for the Minutewomen. Her second goal in a couple minutes. So it'll be picked up by Lila Roach now. Roach looking to get this Minutewomen forecheck going here as it's a long pass from Little to Julia Williams. Almost offside. Zhu kept her right foot on the blue line.
Could have been a tripping call there.
No call there as the refs will let it play. Sarah Matthews wrapping it around looking for Lila Roach. Couldn't. And it's picked up by Ruby Boucher at the point. Flipped out in front. Nobody could see it. It'll be picked up by the Rams. Little intercepted the pass and sent it all the way down. Chasing after it, it was Katie Creeth who will win the battle. And it'll be an icing.
Yeah, I had to call that one there.
12:15 remaining here in the second period. Framingham State adding a couple shots to the tally. Nonetheless, it is a 3-1 game here in favor of UMass. Face-off won by the Minutewomen. With Shelby Little sending out through the neutral zone to McDonald. A good forecheck here for the Minutewomen. It's tipped in front and just saved by Shamoon. What a forecheck there from Kelsey Partridge and Shea McDonald. As we sent down and called an icing.
Well, I said that speed is definitely going to be a huge part of this game, and you can definitely look at the foot speed of these athletes, but I'm starting to look at the passing speed here. The give-and-go passes from UMass have been the dividing factor in the offensive zone. It's as soon as the Rams can zone in on one girl, she doesn't even have the puck anymore.
And I would even say it's been a much cleaner forecheck for UMass in the second period, as it's Kelsey Partridge along the left side. And it's a delayed offside.
That was great awareness from Kelsey Partridge there. Wanted to enter the zone, but she saw that her line mate had already crossed.
Brooke Borges passing it off the boards here to herself, and a beautiful forecheck there by Brooke Borges to get around a couple Ram defenders. Now it's Gianna Bonfiglio with a couple bit of dangles and a beautiful entry there by UMass. Another good zone possession there for the Minutewomen. Long pass to Ava Krausen was tipped, but they'll call an icing.
Liked what I saw to Bonfiglio down low there, slicing and dicing, making a few little moves there, trying to make the defenseman look silly, and even got a shot off there.
Shots are 29-12 in favor of the Minutewomen. This faceoff is won by Framingham State. A long shot there for Rosado was saved by Sarah Matthews.
9 shots for the Rams already in this period. They've already doubled their first period total.
Now here comes UMass. It's Brooke Borges with a nice move, but she's just caught offside.
Lucky for the Rams there, too. That would have been a 3-on-1 with maybe one back checker. UMass, it was a great opportunity to get a shot on net there, but the offsides call is a heartbreaker.
I believe it was Ava Krausen on the right who just got over the blue line. Nonetheless, we've seen a much better forecheck and zone-to-zone entry here for the Minutewomen.
Halfway through the game here, we see a goalie change for the Minutewomen as Matthews goes back to the bench, and Sophie Shipton, the freshman goalie, number 31, will enter the game.
Sophie Shipton seeing her second game so far this season as she had a shutout against Penn State in State College, Pennsylvania. Now here come the Rams. It was Sarah Lewis who had an odd man rush. And it's picked up by the Minutewomen. It's Gromko with a long pass to Kennedy Pearson, who couldn't get a hold of it. It's picked up by Gromko and sent into the Framingham State zone. Sarah Dunford will wrap it around, and Rosado will be behind Shamoon to pick it up. Abby Dunn looked to pass it to herself, and it's sent out of play.
I think that Shapiro lost her stick, and the pass was off of her lost stick and into the bench.
Goalie change here for Framingham State. It will be Bridget Milligan coming into the game for the Rams.
Yeah, Shamoon heads to the bench, and she will be missed in this game. She stood on her head. That was a really great stretch, especially the first period there. I believe she had 19 saves.
Get an exhibition here for both teams, so we will see a goaltending rotation as the shot was shot by Maya Shapiro. Good save by Milligan. Picked up here and intercepted by Lily Sparrow with speed, sending it out front to Maya Shapiro. She couldn't get a hold of it and couldn't get the shot down. Kept in the zone by Lily Sparrow until it's sent out to the neutral zone by the Rams. Little now looking to pick it up and send it down for another UMass forecheck. Lily Sparrow with a good poke, sending it to Abby Dunn in the neutral zone. Dunn with some speed. Dunn looking to get the shot, and it's saved by Milligan. Rebound behind is picked up by Sparrow, and it's Dunn behind. Sparrow with the shot, and they score. It appeared as if the puck took an interesting bounce, but nonetheless behind Bridget Milligan, it will be a Lily Sparrow goal, and it is 4-1 Minutewomen.
I think you used the perfect word there. An interesting bounce is definitely correct for what happened down there, but the offensive maneuver, regardless, tic-tac-toe from the forwards, they're all on the same page, sends it out front, and that shot on, regardless of how it went in, was a beautiful setup to what is now the fourth goal of this period for the Minutewomen.
Really good period here for UMass. 4 goals and around 15 shots in the period. As make it 16, Riley Evans sends it long from the point, but it's blocked by Milligan. UMass with lots of speed here tonight as Zoo will send it back out to the point for Evans, and it was just blocked. Rams getting a little more physical, maybe out of frustration. So Minutewomen will look to get it going. Long pass here for Julia Williams on the right side. Williams drop pass to Alden Carlstein.
Evans having a great shift here. She's already had 2 shots on net, and then make that 2 stretch passes to enter the zone.
Now here's a chance here for UMass, and it's saved by Milligan. Shea McDonald with another good shot. McDonald here fighting off Riley Borgen of the Framingham State Rams. Sending it all the way down. Evans will chase after it, and it'll be an icing. 7:18 remaining here in the second period. It is 4-1 Minutewomen.
I'll say it again. Great shift from Evans there. I had an eye on her the whole time. And just when you thought I haven't seen a shot from the point in a while, she single-handedly rewrites history with 2 shots from the point there. UMass diversifying their offense a little bit here, letting the defensemen get involved as well.
Face-off won by Shea McDonald. It's Malquit at the point, and it's almost tipped in by Shea McDonald. Really clean zone possessions here for the Minutewomen. Really clean and crisp passing, as that's something that they've kind of had a little bit of a struggle with so far this season. They look to clean it up much better tonight as Abby Malquit looks for a zone entry. She'll get a quick one, but will just send it wide of Milligan.
Defenseman not afraid to hop in the play here. You saw that again from Malquit, who just took that step in and enters the zone by herself.
Icing waved off and a long pass here to Kelsey Partridge as the Framingham State line changes have been a little slow tonight. Picked up by Shea McDonald. McDonald sending it out front to Ava Krausen, whose pass was intercepted. And now it's a 3-on-2 here for Framingham State, and Shipton just gets a glove on it. Right side now for Framingham State, it's Thompson. Battling Hope Viskovitz as it's picked up by Bonfilio. Bonfilio with a board pass to Brooke Borges. Borges with a nice move to send it into the zone. And it's picked up by Lila Roach, who will wrap it around. 5:45 remaining here in the second period as UMass looks to continue their offensive domination here. As Brooke Borges will send it here on the right side. Borges with a little bit of an opening as she sends it into the corner.
The Rams clear the net.
And it's saved by Milligan.
That's your job there as a defenseman in front of the net. Clear that goalie by whatever means necessary, especially if you've got a backup in net. You're trying to protect the young guys here. Give them an opportunity to play as well. That was textbook from the Rams.
Face off to the left of Bridget Milligan, and it was just sent in front of her by UMass.
Saw UMass load up two forwards on the left side. They're looking to get a shot early.
Gromko on the left, bouncing into Kennedy Pearson. Gromko will take the pass out in front of Milligan. Gromko, nice moves looking for an opening to Kennedy Pearson just in front of her. Shots blocked, rebound, saved by Milligan. This first line has looked excellent tonight for UMass.
And they are the first line for a reason. They are on the same page here. No communication necessary. They know where everyone is at all times.
Gromko with the shot, and it's just blocked. Picked up by the Rams. Here comes Sarah Lewis, who fans on the possession, and Arguin will try to pick it up. Lewis now on the left side. Tried to send it out to Molly Murphy, who wasn't there. And it'll be wrapped around by Katie Creeth of the Rams. 4:23 remaining here in the second period as Framingham State looks to get its own possession here. Shot down, saved by Sophie Shipton. The right side now for UMass. It's picked up by Gromko, who tried to send it to Sparrow, but Abby Dunn will be there on the other receiving end. Here's Abby Dunn on the right side. Dunn couldn't find an opening. She'll bounce it off the boards to Lily Sparrow, who'll bounce it back to Dunn. Almost caught Milligan off guard. Another zone entry here for the Rams. Kind of cleaned up their zone entries for the second half of the second period. Evans now sending it down a long pass to Maya Shapiro. Be there to pick it up and tap it off to Lily Sparrow. Job by Evans keeping it in the Framingham State zone. Picked up by Abby Dunn, who will wrap it around trying to get there to Lily Sparrow.
Framingham starting to leave a forward in the neutral zone. Defensemen on the Minute Women have to be aware if the Rams start to cherry pick, they need to make sure they have an eye on the guy behind him there.
Here in the neutral zone, it's Julia Williams. A goal tonight for Julia Williams as she sends it over to Joanna Zhu. It's a 3-on-2 here for UMass. Joanna Zhu with a lot of speed here tonight. She'll send it around and send it to the point for Sarah Dunford, who just keeps it in. Dunford now at the point, bouncing it to Joanna Zhu. Zhu has some room, sending it in front, and it's just wide.
Looking for another tic-tac-toe there. Saw the idea, but the forward in front of the net couldn't get her stick on the ice.
Now here comes Framingham State. It's Alexis Brown with some speed. She had no help, so couldn't get a solid forecheck going. Now here comes Joanna Zhu chasing after the puck. Sarah Dunford will send it into the neutral zone for Zhu. Zhu takes a big hit by Ciernicek. There's another zone entry there by Joanna Zhu, which just blocked by a big hit by Petra Ciernicek. Now here's UMass in the neutral zone. It's Kelsey Partridge. Tried to flip it to Carrie Malerna, who will pick up the rebound and just send it down wide. Bit of a bouncing puck out in front as UMass tried to get a hold of it, and they couldn't. Shea McDonald now entering the offensive zone. It's held. It's sent all the way down. No icing as it must have been tipped. Picking it up is Lila Roach.
UMass cannot escape the neutral zone.
Get it up here on the left side now. It's Framingham State. And it was saved by Sophie Shipton. We have a delayed penalty here on the Minutewomen with 48 seconds remaining here. And Framingham State will go to the power play.
I believe that's on Roach there. Could be wrong. No, I take it back. That was number 3, Kelsey Partridge, the freshman forward. Mentioned it earlier a little bit, but UMass in neutral zone purgatory, they couldn't get it over either blue line. The breakouts were decent, but once they entered the offensive zone, they were getting stifled every time by the Rams defensemen.
Face off to the left of Shipton was won by UMass, and Riley Evans will send it down. Rams looking to get it in their offensive zone here on the power play. Right in front of us now is Alyssa Tansik. We'll give it away to Gianna Bonfilio, who will send it down. 21 seconds remaining here in the second period as UMass looks to fight off the power play of the Rams. 15 left here as the Rams look to get something going. In the zone now is Amy Tansik. Tansik sending it down, and it's just wide of Shipton. 3 seconds left here. One last shot for the Rams was saved by Sophie Shipton, and that will do it here in the second period.
UMass obviously came out with a head full of steam to start the second period. 4 goals, haven't looked back since. Their offense has been impeccable. Obviously, a little difficulty at the end of the period there with that penalty kill. But if Framingham State wants to get back into this, they need to work defensively. And if you're going to start a defensive revolution here in this game, keep an eye on number 3, Adriana Risotto. She's had some great shifts. They just had her out there on the power play, and I think players like her, stay-at-home defensemen, are really going to secure this game and maybe change the direction of it going into the third.
Well, I think due to the late start here, we're going to take about a 5-minute intermission here. We'll take an intermission ourselves. We'll bring it back here in just about 3.5 minutes. You're listening to UMass versus Framingham State here on WMUA Sports YouTube. We are back here for the third period here at Minnie Mullins. It is 4-1 in favor of the Minute Women. And we just got a couple seconds here. Cam, have you seen anything different in that second period for the Rams?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at the shots themselves, we talked about the numbers going into the second, but now going into the third, 36-17. That's a lot better than 19-4. So Framingham definitely peppering them on here, and with UMass with the backup goalie in net, they got to give them a shot here. You want to test Shipton out while she's just out there.
Gromko with a quick start into the Framingham State zone. To be picked up along the right side here is Alexis Brown, sending it out to the point to Lily Wilson, who's facing some pressure from Hannah Gromko. It's Molly Murphy now sending it out front, and no one was there. Shelby Little sending it all the way down, getting it on net. Quickness from Ivory Arguin, who will keep it in the zone. She'll send it out to the point. Little was in the neutral zone, as she'll have to go chase after it and keep it in.
Great patience there from Ivory. UMass on the penalty kill, just looking to kill some clock. This is the time to hold on to the puck. You don't have to throw it away.
Left corner now is Sarah Lewis sending it out front. No one was there.
Even strength now.
Here come the Rams as they try to get a zone possession going. Molly Murphy wrapping it around, and it's behind Sophie Shipton now. And she'll just get the puck in front of her, hold on to it, and stop play.
It's good awareness from Shipton there. It was a little tough. You didn't know who was going to come out with the puck down there. She had an opportunity. Get it under your glove, reset, give your team an opportunity to start fresh.
18:28 left here in the second period. Face-off is won by UMass. Here comes Lily Sparrow now sending it up to Maya Shapiro, who will send it down in the left corner. Shapiro now trying to send it back. She'll get the shot down, but it's just high rebound. No goal as it's just kept out. I believe it was sent up and then tried to tip it in. Was a Minute Woman. She couldn't get it in.
Yeah, I believe
didn't fully cross the line.
I believe that was off the hand of Risotto there. Lucky she didn't get called with a hand pass or a goal. Rams looking to come back from that little mistake.
Sending it in front now onto Sophie Shipton. Was Cernicek. I think we've seen a bit of a better forecheck here for the Rams in this third period.
Yeah, shots have definitely reflected that as well.
Now the Minute Women looking to send it down. It's Julia Williams with speed, as she'll send it to Joanna Zhu, who does get possession of it. Zhu trying to get the shot down. She does, but it's gloved and held by Bridget Milligan.
Savvy play from Zhu there, looking to go low glove side, try to find that crease in between the blocker and the glove, but the goalie for the Rams swallows it up. Milligan, that is.
Alden Carlstein taking the faceoff. She'll lose it on the right side to Rose Breen. Behind the net now is Ruby Boucher trying to send it up. Good pressure there by Carlstein to keep it in the zone. And it's sent all the way out from the point from Bolerno. Good pressure from the Minute Women to try to keep it in the zone. And now with some speed is Avery Wolf. Wolf with a quick UMass back check as they kept the pressure up. Now here come the Minute Women. It's Abby Malquit and Joanna Zhu to her right. Malquit looking to send the shot down. She does, but it's an easy save for Milligan. Rebound by Joanna Zhu. Zhu in the left corner. Looking to send it out to the point. Or looking for an opening, that is. She will. But she'll just shoot it into traffic. Malquit with the rebound as it's bounced into the glove of Bridget Milligan.
UMass played the transition perfectly there. You don't love to find yourself in a three-man back check trying to break up a play, but as the Rams were all moving downhill, if you can turn the tide on its head and send it back into your offensive zone, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Shots just under 40 here for the Minute Women, something we haven't really seen since the Michigan Dearborn series. Kept in the zone now, and it's Partridge with a shot, and it was just wide. Balerno with a backwards pass through her legs, tried to send it out front into traffic, but Milligan will hold on. 16:20 remaining here in the third period. Shots are 40-19 in favor of the Minute Women. Bit of a battle there for the face-off, but it's won ultimately by the Rams.
One of the better breakouts that Framingham's had all day. Nice move there from number 10. That was Riley Bogren.
Now here's a shot here by the Rams, and it's a high shot, and it'll hit the netting.
That was up into the lounge upstairs. Glad they had netting up that high.
Face-off will be taken here by Bonfilio, the fifth extra line out for the Minute Women. Shelby Little will bounce it off the glass, and it'll be sent down all the way to Sophie Shipton, who will get a hold on it and give it back to Little. Here comes Ava Krausen. Second appearance of the year for Ava Krausen. As it's a rush chance here for Framingham State. Long pass was intended for Sophie Breen, as she couldn't get a hold of it, and it was blocked. Sophie Shipton for the long shot. Good save there by Shipton. Good keeping it in by Jamie Webster of Framingham State, and it'll be just sent into the UMass bench.
Shipton facing a little bit more of a test here. I believe she went in, I think 8 shots she's faced so far, and a little bit of everything. That time a slap shot from behind the red, but collected it well.
Still 4-1 here in favor of UMass, as the faceoff on the right side was won by the Minute Women. And it's Brooke Borges with a lot of speed here through the neutral zone. Good zone-to-zone for Brooke Borges, as she'll get the shot and she'll just hit iron. Rebound here for Sarah Lewis with speed, and a good poke check by Riley Evans to keep her from getting the shot. Almost gave it up, but a good way to stay on her feet by Riley Evans. It's given away to Framingham State now in the UMass zone. Now sending it off the boards was Ava Krausen. Now the Rams out in front. And it's Brooke Borges again with speed. It's a 1-on-3 here. Borges looking for some help. She won't, and she'll send it down for a line change. Brooke Borges looked to have run out of steam there a little bit, as it was a 1-on-3. Alexis Brown looking for an opening for the Rams. It's good pressure by Kennedy Pearson to keep it in. And UMass will have another offensive zone possession. It's Gromko sending it to Sarah Dunford. Dunford has some room, and she'll send it down, but it'll just be blocked in front. Rebound there by Malquit. Malquit sending it around to Kennedy Pearson, who sends it out front, and it's picked up by Dunford at the point. Dunford sending it down again, and it's just wide of Milligan. Petra Cernacek fighting for the puck for the Rams, as it's kept in the Framingham State zone with 13:38 remaining here in the third. Sarah Dunford looking to send it down again, as the pass was intercepted by her. Along the left side now, it's Abby Malquit fighting 2 Rams, as will be picked up by Arguin. Long pass was intended for Maya Shapiro. He couldn't get it. And now here comes the Rams, and it's blocked in front. Shot was by Rose Breen. Another set of twins there for the Rams. On the left side, it's Lily Sparrow. Another board battle here for the Rams. Now here comes UMass sending it down quickly in the Framingham State zone, but it'll be sent out and down for an icing.
Needed the whistle there. That was a long shift from those defensemen, but a coach's dream of a shift from number 14, Sarah Dunford, the grad student defenseman. You saw in the offensive zone, she had 2 shots on net, both low and hard. That's right what you're looking for. And on the first one, the patience of Dunford to sit at the top of the circles and let the game come to her, look for her opportunity.
Face off one on the left side. Maya Shapiro sent down, no call there. Sending it down was Lila Roach, and it's almost a bad tip there for the Rams. Shelby Little trying to send it back down, and it's given to Lila Roach. Sending it for Maya Shapiro to be sent down. Called an icing.
Bit of a miscommunication there for the Minute Women. Perfect opportunity. That would have been a 2-on-1 heading downhill, but couldn't quite connect on that outlet pass, so all the way back down.
$12:19 remaining here in the third period. Shots are 41-21 in favor of UMass.
Interesting call to stop that. I think it would have been icing if not.
Kaylin Thompson now bouncing it off the boards, trying to give it to Jamie Webster. She couldn't. And Framingham State will send it back in the neutral zone, trying to get a decent forecheck on here. Shelby Little on the right side, wrapping it around to Alden Carlstein. We'll send it to Joanna Zhu, and it's just to the left of her.
Framingham in panic mode a little bit. They understand they're down 3 goals, need some offensive production. They've started to hang those forwards high in the neutral zone, looking to get opportunities off the rush, but UMass now headed the other way.
Bounce pass here off the boards from Little to Joanna Zhu. She couldn't just get a hold of the puck. UMass with another offensive zone possession. Julia Williams trying to send it off the boards in the right corner, sending it out front was Julia Williams to Alden Carlstein, who couldn't get a hold of it. Her stick was just lifted. Julia Williams now in the left corner, giving it away to the Framingham State. In front of us now is Amy Tansick, and the puck is just sent down by Shelby Little. Good poke there by Shea McDonald to try to keep the puck in the zone, but Framingham State will take it down. Now here's Ruby Boucher with a shot, and it's saved by Shipton. Trip there was, I believe, Shelby Little. No call there. As actually, I believe they will call it.
Yeah, they end up calling that one, but that was a free play for Kelsey Partridge there. I think she knew that there was a penalty, so just trying to get to the other end of the ice before they call it. But that was a great play. I'd like to comment on Framingham's play style so far. When I said panic mode, I take that back. They are just playing with an edge, with intensity. There's no panic about them. I feel like they're calmer now than they ever have been.
Face off one in the Framingham State zone by UMass. It's Shelby Little on the left side whose pass was deflected.
And we're getting to my favorite point of the game, the second half of the third period, where teams just start to play with a little edge out of necessity. Guys are starting to get tired out there, looking to just grit and grind in the corner. This is where the good hockey begins.
Now, I don't want to take a turn from Scott Hansen here as the shot is blocked in front. Shot was by Riley Evans, and Framingham State will try to send it out of the zone. They won't. Shelby Little will get a hold of it to carry Balerna. Balerna will lose possession of the puck, and she'll pick it back up. Balerna sending it out front, and it's tipped. Riley Evans at the point now to Shelby Little. Little had a little bit of room, but send it back to Riley Evans with the shot down, and it's just blocked by Milligan. Sending it all the way out is UMass, and they'll have to regroup. And like I said, I didn't want to take a term here from Scott Hansen, but this is the witching hour of the game.
Absolutely.
Now here comes Hannah Gromko. It's a 3-on-2 for UMass. Gromko will send it down, and it's blocked. Rebound in front, none there. It's Riley Evans will pick it back up, and it's blocked by Sophie Breen. Now Arguin on the left side, giving it to Little. Bouncing pass here for Arguin on the left side. It's Pearson with the shot, and it's saved by Milligan. Riley Evans trying to keep it in the zone. They won't.
I am loving the defensive connection of Evans and Little on this power play.
Now here's Pearson on the right side. Pearson looking to get a shot down. She'll have to go past a couple Rams, but couldn't get it down as her pass was poked out of her stick. In the neutral zone now is Abby Malquit. Malquit bouncing past to Arguin. Arguin sending it out front. Kennedy Pearson couldn't get it. Rebound. Believe it just hit the post, but UMass will keep it in. It's Abby Malquit at the point, giving it over to Viskovitz, who will send it down. And it'll be blocked in front by a Ram. Katie Creef looking to get it as she falls down. And here comes UMass. It's Hannah Gromko. Gromko looking for an opening. Behind Milligan now. She'll wrap it around. Nothing there. Gromko finally got a stick on it, but it's saved by Bridget Milligan.
Give credit where credit is due to the Framingham defensemen who have just been crashing the slot. They're creating traffic on that power play. Their penalty kill, the UMass power play. You can tell that the UMass game plan is to get outside and then give those centering feeds to a forward who's crashing the net. And they haven't been able to bury one yet off that type of play because so much traffic is being created in front of the goalie.
Face-off won by UMass, and it's kept in until it wasn't. Here comes Molly Murphy now with some speed. Murphy tried to get around Shelby Little. She couldn't. Little will poke it away, giving it over to Ava Krausen, who takes a big hit, and she's all right. Scary hit there into the boards for Ava Krausen.
Yeah, give her a second to catch her breath after that hit there. Up and under. That's a tough one there.
7:55 left here in the third. No goals so far in this period. Scored still 4-1 in favor of the Minutewomen.
Yeah, definitely an intensity change as opposed to that second period. Looking a little bit more like the first out here. Low scoring, both teams back and forth action.
Face-off won by the Rams. They'll bounce it off the glass, but Shelby Little will keep it in. And I believe it just went behind the blue line. Here comes Bonfilio. Bonfilio around two Rams, trying to send it down. And she'll just get it poked away from her. Molly Murphy now looking to get a good zone possession. Sending it down was Lily Wilson, looking to keep it in the zone now at the point, and it's a shot, and it's saved by Shipton. Now there's a chance here at the point for Borgen, and it's high of Sophie Shipton, but she'll glove it down.
Well, they say a defenseman's shot should be low and hard, but sometimes when you're down 3 goals, you just throw anything at the wall. They're big couple shots from the defenseman from Framingham. That was number 10, Riley Bogren, a freshman as well. Sends that one over her head, though.
UMass wins the faceoff, and it's Malquit wrapping it around before it's intercepted by Framingham State. On the right side now, it was Alexis Brown trying to keep his own possession. She'll give it away to Abby Dunn, and it'll be picked up by Maya Shapiro. It's a 2-on-2 here. Maya Shapiro stopping, sending it behind her to Lily Sparrow. Sparrow looking to send it back to Abby Dunn. She will. Good traffic creation by Framingham State, and the shot will get down and saved by Milligan. Rebound here by Lily Sparrow. She'll send it to Abby Dunn. Back to Sparrow. At the point now is Malquit. Sending it over now to Sarah Dunford at the point, and it's just tipped wide. Rebound here by Sparrow. 6:27 remaining here in the third as UMass has a good zone possession. And Sarah Dunford will be on there on the left side to retrieve it. Abby Dunn in the left corner. Sending it back now to Maya Shapiro. Shapiro sending it out front as Abby Dunn's stick was just poked out in front of her. Good zone possession here for UMass as they'll keep it in. It's Karlstein looking to get possession of the puck. The board battle here. Karlstein trying to send it and wrap it around. Sarah Dunford will head off the ice for another good shift by her. Now it's picked up by Framingham State. Molly Murphy was chasing after it. Now it's picked up by Julia Williams, who will chase after it. Williams on the right side, sending it to Joanna Zhu, and it's just saved by Milligan. Sending it out into the neutral zone now is Cernicek. And it'll be sent down. Play will continue with 5:20 remaining here in the third. Julia Williams trying to keep it in the zone. She will, and she'll bounce it off the boards. Penalty upcoming here for Framingham State. And UMass will be back on the power play with 5:13.
That is untimely for the Rams. You definitely don't want to take a penalty this late in the game, especially for number 3, Adriana Risotto, out there on the last power play. That's a big loss for the Rams.
Well, UMass back on the power play here with a 4-1 lead. Looking to maybe extend it here and potentially seal the deal.
Framingham trying to make a substitution, but the ref will not let them as they've already lined up. Have to imagine there's going to be a quick change here if the Rams get it out of their zone.
Face-off one here by UMass. Evans sending it over to Little, who will send it down. Rebound in front, and a beautiful save there by Milligan.
Highlight reel save from Milligan there. She read that like a book, and that is not an easy save to make. There will be that change that we spoke about.
Face off to the left of Milligan here in about 8 seconds has gone by in the UMass power play, and they'll win the face off again. Evans at the point trying to wrap it around. All the way down, I believe that was Alden Carlstein keeping it in and wrapping it around. To Riley Evans, and it's Zoo now. Julia Williams on the right side now, looking for an opening. Backhand pass it to Shelby Little, who's trying to send it across to Joanna Zhu. She couldn't get there off the boards, and it's just sent into the neutral zone.
Evans had a little more time there. You got to remember, you're on the power play. A little patience is necessary.
Possession here for Framingham State. It was Cernacek again who got the puck, and it's quick zone-to-zone entry here for Shelby Little. Little looking to send it across now to Balerna, and she just couldn't get a hold of the pass. Shea McDonald now dropping it back to Roach. Roach on the right side will send it on net, and it's rebounded by Shea McDonald, who tried the wraparound goal, but it was stopped by Milligan.
Well, if there's one thing that I like to see, it's defensemen that aren't afraid to get into the action, and they have just been doing that so far.
Long pass by Shipton was picked up by Carrie Balerna. She'll keep it in. Kelsey Partridge now on the left side. It's Partridge. Back to the point to Roach, to Little, sending it down. Picked up by Balerna in front. And it's Shea McDonald trying to send it down. She couldn't, as it was a bouncing puck. And the Rams will pick it up and send it down. And I believe potentially get a hold here. It's a hold here on Framingham State. And UMass will go 5-on-3 for the next 3 seconds.
Well, speaking of untimely penalties, it doesn't get worse than this here. 5-on-3 for 3 seconds, as you said, but 3 minutes left in the third period. Framingham can't keep taking penalties like that. UMass with a perfect opportunity as they load 2 forwards on the left side.
Tripped here, and a penalty will be called. Not sure on who just yet. With 3:12 left, Framingham State will go back to the penalty box, and UMass will be on 5-on-3 for at least another minute 57.
When I said it can't get much worse than this, this is what I was speaking about. Now 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes to finish the third period.
Face off one by UMass. It's Pearson behind the net. Pearson looking for an opening at the point. She'll drop it to Gromko. Gromko has some room. She'll backhand it, and it's just high.
Gromko trying to get pretty out there. Backhander.
On the right side now, it's Roach. Roach sending it across to Viskovitz, and it's tipped in, and they score. UMass making it a 5-1 game here. It was tipped in by Ivory Arguin. I believe that is her second goal of the season, as she is the points leader for UMass. Excuse me, that was her third goal of the season, and UMass will take a 5-1 lead here with 2:43 left in the third.
Obviously, UMass with the player advantage there, so you're hoping for a goal, but what a beautiful way to go about that with a one-timer to Viskovich, who puts it on net, tipped in. That was gorgeous.
So UMass 5-on-4 now with 2:30 remaining in the third. 5-1 score here. UMass 48 shots on net. Sophie Shipton sending it down on a risky pass in front of her own empty net, as she'll get it over to her teammate. Coming now is Hannah Gromko. Gromko zone to zone really nicely. Gromko wrapping it around, no one there. Kennedy Pearson will be there to pick it up. Pearson sending it across to Malquit. Malquit sending it down, and it's saved by Milligan. Rebound by Gromko. Sending it around. Chasing after it is Lily Sparrow. Keeping it in.
Like I said, defenseman crashing low, getting in on the play. No one does it better than the freshman Abby Malkit.
Shelby Little now picking off the pass. Now Abby Dunn giving it over to Maya Shapiro, will get the shot down, and it's blocked and saved by Milligan. The left side now. Shelby Little couldn't pick off the pass, and it's Molly Murphy getting into the zone. Thought it was a hold. No call there, as Abby Dunn will get it into the Framingham State zone. 1 minute remaining here in the third. UMass looking to just hold on for the rest of this minute. Lily Sparrow now giving it over to Riley Evans, who couldn't keep it, and it's sent out into the neutral zone. UMass trying to get onside as it's picked off by Alexis Brown. Alexis Brown with some room in her passes. It's picked off by Shelby Little. Now at the point now is Rose Breen sending it down. And now back to the point is Creeth. Creeth giving it away now to Riley Evans, who will send it down, and 25 seconds remaining here in the third period. Framingham State looking to get up ice. The pass is picked off by Riley Evans. Forward pass now. Trying to get it over to Ava Krausen, and it's picked off by Bonfilio. And Evans will send it down. And with 10 seconds remaining here in the third period, this exhibition game will finish 5-1 in favor of the Minutewomen. The UMass Minutewomen will take it here tonight. 50 shots on goal for UMass.
That is incredible from the Minutewomen. A great game. I think that this game especially is a story of how much a period can change this game. If you ignore the second period, this is a 1-to-1 matchup here. So a lesson to this team about how coming out with speed, coming out with intensity, shots on net, rebounds, really changed the tide of the game in just one period.
Shots were 50-25. UMass had double the shots of Framingham State. And just like that, that will end it for us here tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Noah Glickman alongside Cam Neary with James on the camera once again. Thank you so much, James, for all your work. And that will do it here for the game. Thank you, everybody. Tomorrow's game actually was canceled. We did not get a reason why, but there will be no game tomorrow here for the Minutewomen. So we'll see y'all next weekend. Thank you, everybody.